You dart down the wall, and when you're back, you come up to the edge, and as you come over the top, you do step on one of the crates, kind of like rocks a little bit, makes a noise. Nobody seems to notice. But you both now sit at the base of this massive machine. You can hear the whirring sound. There is this low and the sound of like metal churning on the inside, very faintly.
What about the top? The telescope is maybe we could just go right in. You want to spider us up there?
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay, clamber up to it. It looks like there might be some gaps that could possibly be squeezed through, but you're uncertain what lies within.
Do you want me to try and go first?
I think in this one instance that makes sense.
You squeeze in, and as you do, you can feel now the metal, you can feel the vibrations of the movement on the inside.
Do you even know what you're looking at in there? I haven't a fucking clue. It's gonna be really quite a tight squeeze the further we get.
As you push through, you feel your wrist kind of like, it doesn't like break, but it gets caught on something. And you're like, oh, that's not good. And then it begins pulling you further into it, and you feel your body being pulled and kind of grinded deeper into the machine. You take 16 points of slashing damage as your body is being dragged through the interior mechanisms of the device. Eventually, you get pulled, like basically wrung through, and almost get stuck.
Car washed.
Yep. Before eventually you get shunted back out to where you started, just hurt.
I'm gonna try to slink in there. And I'll start to crawl down.
Your lithe halfling form allows you to press into less dangerous spaces, learning from Lada's mistake and find a better route below. Around you, it just looks like cables and gears and pulleys and occasionally sparking bits of energy, and you are terrified.
Think stick of dynamite down here be any use? Ooh. But you guys, all of us, need to get
the fuck up.
The fuck up and off right away as soon as I light it.
I'm gonna go ahead and try and just hang towards the back and kind of go the way we came.
You scurry down the side of the wall. This guardian over here glances over, and you hear a voice speaking a language that you don't understand. It's going, Hutan! Hutan!
As soon as I hear that in the distance, I'm going.
Druidcraft, all that little bit of Ashari teachings that you've gained, that little bit of focus on a flame, that little spark kind of, it flashes a few times and it's not enough, and then finally, it begins to ignite the dynamite.
Slide it real fast into a bunch of like cables and junk that I don't understand, and I start to climb like a motherfucker.
Acrobatics check. After jamming the piece in there, you stick it in, and for a quick second, you're afraid it's going to get a finger. You feel something kind of like rapidly hit your knuckle, and you pull back in time, climb up and climb up and climb up and get at the top. You leap off, land right next to the guy, while this guy up here takes a heavy crossbow shot at Laudna.
Uh-oh.
Shield.
The crossbow bolt deflects and flies off. There's a flash of arcane energy, and this guy kind of looks over and sees where the flash comes from after hearing the noise and shouts. Orim, you land onto the ground as you're coming down.
I'm stabbing as
Go
I
for
land.
it. Make it 2 strikes on the way down. Gets pushed back, slams into the side of the machine.
And I've been holding my spell for a visual cue.
Indeed.
I'm doing a twin spell, Witch Bolt, the 2 orbs.
Okay. So the witch bolt that hits the second one, it hits it. You watch as the exterior of one of the arcane cores cracks, and it flashes with bright blue-purple energies. But it still kind of holds itself in place. The other one over there cracks like a spider crack across the surface, but it still holds. All right, Fern, your go.
All right, I have a little bit of a wild idea.
Okay.
So, I was thinking of maybe casting something called Wall of Fire, where you can make it into a circle and place it on top of all of the orbs.
Oh, all of them? Like all around? Yeah, that'll get them all.
Nice.
All right.
Cool.
So now the entirety of the Malleus Key is now engulfed in flames that rise about 20 or so feet above. You can barely see the top of the machine peeking through. The fire just enshrouding it. detonates, and you hear what sounds like the loud, high-pitched, sharp crack of deep glass. That heavy sound dissipates.
Oh, that's okay.
That's fine.
Suddenly, the flames go blue and are blown to the side as all the cores detonate in the immediate vicinity.
Oh no.
Everyone within a 20-foot radius of this needs to make a dexterity saving throw. Lagna, 45 points of force damage.
Force
Are you
damage?
unconscious?
Yes.
Are you
I'm
unconscious?
not unconscious
Because
because,
of those
of my
temps.
temp hit points.
How'd you get those temps?
But you are thrown from the
no.
top of the tree
Oh,
and
no.
hit the ground. The fall deals.
Feather fall. Feather fall. Feather fall.
You take no damage from the fall. Both of these armored Unseelie soldiers just and are scattered across the back wall of the interior of the
Wait,
force
where did I
blast.
I rolled a 22.
A 22? So you take 22 points of fire damage.
Okay.
So when it detonates, you like get low with your shield and the blast pushes you into the ground. You actually feel your legs push a couple inches into the dirt. And as it kind of passes by, the force of it, you're like, ugh, getting back onto your feet. Fern?
Ooh.
You take 45 points of fire damage.
Ooh.
You are blown and knocked prone about 25 feet away from the blast.
Hey, girl, hey.
This is gone.
Hey.
This is just a...
Wait, but the dynamite still isn't gone.
Yeah, did that not automatically?
You now hear...
I love it when a plan comes together.
The massive sound and explosion just detonates out this giant like plume, and you watch as that one red tether blinks away, and the somewhat incorporeal form of Ruidus in the sky
Whoa, we made the
vanishes.
moon go away?
Yeah.
immediately here
Time to
in the
go.
sky.
Oh, we tried to let it out, you fools.
Oh, no.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Just gotta run.
Oh, no!
That's kind of grabs the edge of it and like looks down upon all of you. You hear the voice kind of echo across the center of the space.
Gloamglut! Show them why no one crosses, Sorrowlord Zathuda.
Watch as the large Fey dragon, it's like kind of milky white eyes kind of looking down. Its eyes go black. Its head kind of pulls back. This energy kind of begins to swirl in its mouth. Kind of grinds this high-pitched whine sound as it just digs this beam like a laser across the ground.
Oh, shit.
Nope.
What?
Fern like gets hit and
I'm unconscious.
I could... So I'll take 14 points of that.
only 14 to you, Fern. Are you still standing?
Yes, barely.
So against Orem, 6 points of piercing damage from one crossbow onto the side as the other soldiers on the sides of the walls are starting to fire down in the middle of the courtyard. Are the rest of you going into full sprint?
It's like a.
All of you can pretty much get to the gate at a full run, I'll say. You now, as you kind of step into the point, the door is still partially open from where you left it. The thing's on the ground, and the forest is beyond that way. Just as you all kind of enter the inside, kind of catching a second, you hear on the outside as the creature swoops down as Gloamglut now like lands on the other side of the wall. It does get one kind of like claw, or gets two claw reaches, rend, which has a 10-foot reach, which the last two in there were Fern and Laudna.
I'm using my last seedling vine to grab Laudna and yank her.
You got it. So you
it's
pull
just Fern.
Laudna, essentially you're kind of like full on like sticky hand grabbing Laudna and then lobbing her back through the door as it's pushed open. That does mean 2 rend attacks on Fern. That's gonna be a 24.
Oh!
Oh no, that hits. I'm out.
Right through you. The impact sends Fern like tumbling up past the door, unconscious. And you watch as it's like kind of like it's now like holding the side, and it could probably squeeze through if it really tried because of its like smaller snake form, but right now it's kind of like reaching and clawing through as you all begin to back through. You grab an unconscious Fern, and you all kind of pull your way past out of the wall, and it's only about 10 or so feet before you hit the forest line.